Hey, what's up, guys? Just gonna do a video for you. I know I've been around in quite a long time, but anyway, lots been happening, but won't be see you guys with any of what's going on. So, sort of want to get back up and doing videos and getting back into the community and doing things. Uh, since I have much more free time now, work schedule has died down, and etc. etc. Um, so my first video, I just want to say thanks for everybody that's still been subscribing to me and do everything else. But what I want to ask is a couple questions, sort of get your feedback on what's been going on. I haven't been able to game a little too much. To be honest, most of my time, free time, has been spent playing some board games that I got. Chaos in the Old World, been playing that a couple times with my buddies. Descent. Uh, as well, on some Axis and Allies. Sort of because it's just quick pickup games, and we've been playing a lot of StarCraft as well. Definitely a lot of StarCraft since it came out. Um, Also, since I moved into an apartment. I moved away from like where all my modeling stuff is, and I have the smallest room imaginable at my apartment until I get a house with my fiance, because I've been engaged for a while. We're getting married in next spring. But so then I'll be able to get everything back. So everything's back at my old place um, in the basement, which used to be my parents' place. But so anyway, lots of stuff to go over. But a couple questions I want to throw out to you guys, and I sort of want to get you guys feedback on a couple things. So the new Tyranid Codex has been out for quite a while now, and I know everyone's got an opinion on the power lists. I've definitely stayed up to date on the NIDs, and at least I've definitely been searching the forums, seeing what's going on in the community. Definitely stayed up on news, buying codexes, staying up with the trend. I just haven't been able to get out to my gaming store and game, and since the local one here is actually a GW store, I've never been a big fan of GW stores in general, just because of the it tends to be younger kids that don't know a lot, or just, yeah, I feel bad if you call them out on like they're moving wrong, or it's a little harder. Independent gaming stores, I think they take the rules a little bit more seriously, and they don't throw as many fits, and tends to be a tighter knit, and there's not so much a rotation of people. But anyway, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do when I'm up here, but I'll figure things out. Anyway, so the Tyranid code has been out for quite a while. I sort of want to get what you guys think on on the codex. What do you like? What don't you like in terms of playing with the lists? And so that's sort of a general question to throw out there. So it's wide open for opinions, because I like opinionated people. I hate people that sort of just run down the PC world. So let me know what you guys think, and it can be short, it can be long, it can be video response, whatever you guys want to do. You can say Tyranids suck. Don't mind that. And if I call them Tyranids or I call them Tyranids, you just gotta live with it, alright? I'm sure Tyranids is the proper English way to pronounce everything. Haven't really looked into it, I just assumed that, like, Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I think Tyrannosaurus Rex, it just sounds a little bit more masculine, so I call them Tyranids, but whatever. I think I've already explained this before, so I'll go between the two interchangeably. You'll hear me say it, so you guys can bust on me or whatever you want to do. But second of all, I want to know if you guys have ever. I haven't play tested a lot. I've pretty much stuck with quite the standard sort of power gaming lists. The list I want to know what you guys' feedback on, if you guys played it, is heavy gargoyles, heavy sort of flying circus from like the old codex. If you guys have played any of that, obviously I don't think it would be extremely competitive, but I just want to see on like a mobility fun factor. I know it's really hard. Ever since I started playing, ever since 5th edition came around, it's hard to bust a mech um, out there. Even when old codex with like Nidzilla, that was basically the really dominant lists that you could play as a Nid. So I know it's still hard. It's even more important now, especially with some of the mobility and the speed of these new armies, of Blood Angels especially. Um, that's some mech speed out there, and a couple of the other armies. and then the new Dark Eldar that came out. I think that is just going to be, it's going to be, you, skilled players just going to be able to dominate, I think, on that. Even though I think there are some IG lists. I remember playing in 3rd edition, it was at my local gaming store, where it was 2 best friends, and they were really skilled players, and they were in like their mid-20s, and I was probably like 17 at the time. And one had an IG, a huge IG army, the other had a huge Dark Elder army from, like, I guess when they boxed it in the 3rd edition box set. But and they would go at each other, and the list still played the same. Like, a whole bunch of Dark Lances went around popping all his tanks, and it was almost like whoever went first won. And that's how I feel like the Dark Elder are going to play. Um, Looking at the pain token stuff, I think that's interesting, and I think it's going to be really interesting on how really smart Eldar players use reserves. But anyway, I'm getting away from the topic. I want to get back on to Tyranids and see what you guys think. Second of all, I want to know your opinions on running. If you run either 2 Hive Tyrants, how you equip them if you were going to run a 2 Hive Tyrant list, and would you use the Swarm Lord or would you not? Just sort of want to get opinions thrown out there. And second of all, or third question on the Tyranids is, has anybody tried a list thrown out there that's sort of ultra, troop heavy, where it's Hormagaunts, Turvagons, and, you just keep on pumping out units to sort of swarm the board and see how that list played out. Just for fun, not talking competitive, I'm just seeing if anybody's run those lists in fun environments where it's not exactly a tourney, kill them all, gotta win type of environment. It's just sort of pick me up games. And maybe you've played like, win at all costs lists with those armies, and I'd just like to see what your input is. Those are the things that I'm going to try to keep. I'm going to try personally, try to start playtesting as I've had a little bit more time on weekends. So I can get games and play some people. So let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And good talking to you guys, and sorry it's been so long.